recap our last session for inspiration.
We went to a werewolf den. We dealt with the werewolves at the front who informed us that their leader was not there. And we were like, oh, can we just stay and wait to talk to him? And that didn't there was some veiled no slash threat that very quickly turned into murder.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness to the werewolves that were here, right? If I remember correctly, our efforts to like engage them peacefully, although genuine, were also half-hearted.
That is correct.
Right?
That is certainly correct.
Yeah, it was not a super earnest, long-held belief that we definitely want to do this peacefully. It was basically as soon as the first rock was thrown, it was like, oh, it's on.
Yeah, it was. I remember it fairly clearly because it was a, "Hey, is Carol here? No, get out of here." Okay, Star Blast.
Yeah.
There was
We-
a like, is Carol here? No. Okay. What are your thoughts on Strahd? Okay, you kind of like him. Starblast.
Mhm. That's right.
Yeah. Although it kind of turns out that it's mostly their leader who's the big Strahd fan.
Hmm.
Uh huh.
And we found um oh boy, do I have your name in my notes? Sure don't. There was another werewolf who had lost her child,
No,
child or partner. Yeah, son,
Partner.
her son,
The part.
no,
son,
partner,
No.
partner,
her mate.
one of the
Partners.
two,
Yes.
Emil.
her mate. There we go. Yes, Emil, um, who is possibly technically alive in Castle Zarevich. Possibly. And this individual was essentially stuck back watching the potential future werewolves because, as it turns out, they don't just turn everybody; they make them all fight to the death, and they turn the one survivor. Um, at least that was Ariam slash Rokea's understanding of it was, oh, that's really fucked up. Gonna have to put a stop to that. She was more on board with plan kill Strahd, but while we were talking, the rest of the pack came back, and the one air quoting here regular wolf that we let live and sleep in turns out is the pack leader's mate, and they dropped a bunch of rocks on her head, and we can potentially say rocks fall. Not everybody died, but we'll see. We'll see.
Victor standing for the moment. Actually, let me check the condition. He may have fallen prone. Hold on. Ah, nah. That man is prone.
You're doing great, Victor. Hang in there.
uh, you have around you the rubble and crumbling dust from the ceiling caved on top of you. Some of the pillars still that support the remains of the ceiling stand, but the three of you and Esmeralda have withstood the brunt of the force. You have around you now significant rubble that will make traversing difficult. You have Carol Stoyanovich, the transformed werewolf hybrid figure on his hind legs, dark fur where you can see uh, where you can see he is partially clothed in pelts, but is also wet and dark with animal blood. He has a snarling face and, as you can see, fairly bright and intelligent eyes. And behind him are the raised hackles of the rest of his pack as he is led through the front. Um, with us all rolled into initiative, he is up first, and he is going to take his action to hold his position where he is. Wait for you to come closer. He is taking the dodge action. And the large dire wolves at his side, who are tall enough to climb over the ledge down here in this den, begin to circle. And while I'm making some moves, Zeldrin, you can take your turn.
Okay. Gonna step up here, and with my action, I will kick off a Channel Divinity Twilight Sanctuary. Feels like we're really gonna need that.
Can't imagine why.
And with my bonus action, I will bust out a spiritual weapon. And whack a dog.
Which one?
This one.
Okay.
24.
No, that will hit. Okay.
There's so many dogs in initiative.
There sure are, aren't there? You taking any movement?
No.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay. A few of these smaller wolves, though massive in their genuine size of being about, like 5 feet tall to the shoulder, 7 feet long, they are threading their way around and under the legs of the dire wolves, who dwarf them. Let's see. Yeah, we'll take you up there. Here we go. Rokea, you are next.
Okay, and this thing here is at the base of this little platform we're on, yes? Or is that stairs?
We have the. Hold on, let me see what you can see. So that little base that you're seeing, that's the end of the difficult terrain. The ledge that you're thinking of is back here some ways. So this
okay, so
this
they're
one
on
is
the
on
same
level
level.
ground with you.
Okay.
Yes. Oh God, how do I turn this off? Oh God. Okay. The button changed.
All right, this is difficult terrain, so half movement. So I think I will just close with the one that the spirit. This one. This is the one that the spiritual weapon is attacking.
Spiritual weapon has hit this one.
Okay. Well. Oh, hello, giant thing back there. I will step up to here then. And this is the one that we let sleep and instead drop the drop the rocks on us.
Yeah, that's correct.
It rocked us. There we go.
Hey.
Okay. Then I believe that my rights are active. Yeah, they would be active from the first fight. We have not. Have we rested since then? Oops.
No.
No. Okay. Didn't think so. I don't see any hit dice rolled, so they should still be active. So I will just get some predatory strikes. Oh, come on. On this one.
Okay. That is gonna hit.
Make sure my Rite of the Storm is on. Feral Might is already baked into predatory strikes for damage.
With a yelp, you claw through that one's throat. That one does die.
Right, I did this once before. I didn't particularly feel good about it. We can still, you can still stand down, and we can just, go for this one.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit. And kill that one.
That was 10, 20, 30, 40. Actually, no, I'm going to just try to then back up and clog this hole. Because I can see this guy. So I will not use a bonus action because I have already used my read the opposition. Yeah, that'll be it. And just saying, you can stand down. You can rest of you if you want to ever get out of here. We can all have a chat. Just gotta deal with that one, and I'll point at the leader.
Okay. All right. Okay. Esmeralda did withstand the fall. She's not prone. 1, 2, 3. She cannot get particularly close, but does have one throwing weapon. Woo! And after her hatchet catches into the shoulder of the direwolf beyond this pillar here, Drac, it is your turn.
All right. I cannot see what she is aiming at, so I am just going to. Oh, well, now I can see a little bit better. Come down here, try and give myself a better view of what's going on, and that's my movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think to that individual right there, I will just let the Twilight Rider do some damage.
Okay. All right. That will fail. It's just the 16, right?
That's correct. Let me
Yep. Yeah, you're good. As long as I remember. Okay. Bonus action for you?
Nope, I think that's going to be it.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Tyler just said that sounds like a lot, but that is actually the minimum. Okay.
Hey, I'll take what I
where
can
are we
get.
going?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We are going to. Oh, I need to check something real quick. I forgot to look at this. Okay. All right, never mind. And with things being as they are, werewolves who remain behind some are going to scrabble their way over the cliff. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. What's your movement, babes? Okay, yeah. They are filing around. There we go. Kirill on his turn is going to duck and circle, but I don't know that any of you have. I mean, maybe
I can see him.
Zazarak. Oh, okay, you guys can't see him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. There we go. Continue with what he is doing. As just waiting for you guys to approach, as he said. The direwolves who have moved closer begin to tread into the difficult terrain. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And
Is Victor in the turn order? Or is
he
he?
is supposed to move with Esmeralda, and I'd forgot about that. I will get him off of prone.
Okay.
He will
Look what they
stand
did to
up.
my boy.
As the direwolves begin to continue circling in on you all, threading through the pillars and moving within reach. Let's see. Can you move any closer? I don't think you can. You cannot. Okay. Let's see. Zazarak, the one looming over you, growls and snaps down with an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, that will be 11 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you are not knocked prone. The two of you down here in the Zeldrin, you can see as the direwolves over here snap out near Esmeralda's legs, and she steps back almost into the maw of the other, and he grabs her and throws her out this way. Let's see. And then it is Zeldrin's turn.
Okay. Hmm. I will use my bonus action to get my spiritual weapon to attack this direwolf here.
13 will miss.
Okay. And then I will take my movement here and use Word of Radiance.
Okay.
No, I will use my action and cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. Oh God, it's gonna start getting ugly on this screen, isn't it?
Kind of.
It's way worse for me than it is for you guys, just so you know.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably move the orange square out of here.
It's difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
When you cast Spirit Guardians,
Mhm.
which of your allies can you see?
Oh. I will cast it before I move. Whenever that way I can see everybody.
Can you see Esmeralda from where you were?
Yes, I could.
Okay.
Oh no, I couldn't see Victor when I cast Spirit Guardians.
I had my eyes closed.
Sorry, Vic. I honestly thought you were already dead. Okay. That'll be it for my turn.
Okay, great. The wolves once again begin filing their way under the legs of their graders and circle in. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And that one actually has a chance to. Yeah. Bite at Rokea with a natural 20 to hit.
That
That'll
one
hit.
did just enter the Spirit Guardians.
Yep. All right. I will need help seeing all of these colors. So please let me
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, Wisdom save versus 10 radiant damage.
All right. Takes 5. That is for you, Rokea. 14 halved to 7 piercing and a strength
Okay.
save.
Strength save. 7 damage.
Okay. And now it is Rokea's turn.
I am eyeballing what's his name. I have this. This I do have in my notes. Kirill
Mhm.
Stoyanovich. Oi, Stoyanovich! How many of these things you gonna make me kill before you get over here? And I will claw this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I have something to get through? Sure don't.
An 18, sorry. Yes, an
Okay.
18 does hit. And you bash that one's head.
Step over its body and try to lay into the direwolf.
All right. He now can reach you, so he is going to catch you as well.
The direwolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He had no action to be. His action was wait for you to get closer and then bite you. 23 for 8, reduced to 4, and then you can take your turn. Oh, also, I guess you should. Yeah, I guess you also have to make the strength save still.
Okay. Ooh, that doesn't feel good.
That doesn't do it. That knocks you over.
I will use an inspiration that I just got. Okay.
Hey.
Really could have used that nat 20 on the attack roll, but then I'd have been at disadvantage, so it would have been whatever this attack roll is, my bonus action attack.
Yeah, 31 will still hit.
Or
Okay.
20 total.
Right. Lightning crackles over the gash in its body.
Rest of you just want to watch your pack die because this one won't step up. All right. If you love Strahd that much, I hear he's got an opening for marriage. He's got a couple of them, now that I think about it. That's it for me. Sorry, that was my bonus
Okay,
action.
all right. Yeah, all right. I never know when the shit talking is end of turn, punctuation, or just 1, 2, 3, 4,
It is
5,
constant.
6, 7. That is true.
I do like that our rule is essentially Look, on your turn in combat, you can say a couple really simple things, unless you're shit talking, in which case it's infinite, basically. Like there's
Yeah.
an infinite shit talk rule.
Yes. If you have to convey information to your allies, no. But if you're going to continue to put down the enemy, why the fuck not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're just gonna
it's
dunk on somebody.
Yeah.
the distinction truly is like, are you trying to be tactical and gain an advantage by talking, or are you just being funny or talking shit? You know, like,
Right.
does this matter? Like technically,
Amongst
Yes,
the
it does. It absolutely does.
amongst the scrabble of claws and snapping of jaws on you and gnashing of teeth, um, you most of you actually don't hear this. You just hear Victor and Esmeralda both cry out. Um, let's see. Esmeralda is stuck where she is, but she can at least get her axe back. That's something. And stab the direwolf once or twice. While Victor, do you have a shot here? Can you do something valuable? Probably not anything that you won't get yelled at for later. But through the thicket of fur and claws that Rokea and Zazarak are embedded within, there is a bolt of dark energy that soars through the room into the greater den beyond and then explodes. And we'll have some folks roll some deck saves on my off turn. Zazarak, you roll that after you see like the fireball, or your turn as the fireball explodes like beyond from where you can see.
Okay. I am going to keep it simple and swing the scimitar at the direwolf in front of me.
Okay, that is gonna hit.
And
Okay,
again, how about a 14?
the 14 will miss.
Okay. And then the back end, another 14. That's all she wrote.
Oof. Okay. Let's see. Da, da, da. Run some quick math. And then I've got more wolves. I'm going to get so fucking tired of saying the word wolf tonight, I think.
mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why I always say
Remember that
dog.
Ted
It's
Lasso
just
scene?
something different.
Mm-hmm.
What is that word when a word stops meaning?
Jamais vu. It's related to déjà vu. It's the opposite. It's where you should be familiar with something, but you're not. It's jamais vu.
Da, 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 da,
Sounds like the story of my life.
da. I should know what that is.
Yeah.
Right. Great. Where are you guys? What the fuck? Did I move the right way? That. Hold on, I gotta check the turn order. I might be missing some folks. I am not. Okay, we're good.
15 for the ass.
Thank you.
Let's see. More smaller wolves, like great gray wolves, come pouring down from the northern side of the cavern that Zeldrin can see. And then, let's see. Let's get into this. Werewolves duck in under the dire wolves. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sweet. He does have. Haha, he can make it all the way here. Sweet. I love that. And then you to go 1, 2, 3. Get stuck. That's fine. Perfect. All right. Zazarak. I've got.
Looks like this wolf moved into the.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
save against 10 hit point, 10 radiant damage.
All right. Thank you. Oh, well, that's an 11. Okay. Okay, so Zazarak first. I am attacking. As these werewolves then close in on you, many of them are like broader, taller than you. Some of them are thinner and on the leaner side that you can see, but all of them are wiry and tough. And this one. I have a 21 to hit with his claws for 10 points of slashing.
Okay.
The one beside him, with it like their backs together, attacks Rokea with a 17 and a 22 to hit.
22 will hit. The 17 will miss.
All right, that is 7 points of slashing from his claws. Then
2, 3.
Zeldrin is safe, and Esmeralda is not. Oh, Esmeralda is not safe. She takes a couple of bites. Or one bite and claws as well. Okay. All right. Carol walks the perimeter some and makes fairly pointed eye contact with you, Rokea. And then I have these two. He's continuing to maneuver such that like he is watching, but you can see like his breathing is very heavy. You can see like his nostrils flaring and he's sort of snorting. The muscles are tense, and he is pacing as his pack just continues to lay down upon all of you. Okay, I've got this guy. These two dire wolves make wisdom saves. One of them failed and one of them saved. And then one is going to let go of Esmeralda so that he can then aid his ally in trying to just overbear Zeldrin. A 20. I've got two 20s to hit you.
I'm pretty sure my AC is a 19. Give me just a minute.
I have 19 on your sheet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will be a total of. Well, actually, it needs to be 2 because you got saves to make. 12 piercing and 8 piercing damage. And
down.
the Rokea, the one snaps at you for a miss.
So 12 and 8.
12 and 8, yes. And Zazarak, 19 for 9
19
piercing
Yeah,
damage.
19 will hit.
All right. And both you and Zeldrin need to make. You only need to make 1. Zeldrin needs to make 2 strength saves. Okay, everyone remains standing.
Oh, damn it.
Boo. That's okay, they still took their damage.
Yeah, but it's supposed to maintain.
It is now, however, your turn.
Is this the character with Warcaster?
Yes, it is. Oh,
Would
I
you
have
have
advantage.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oof. It is
Well,
better.
I mean, the 21 and the 5, right? That's advantage on one roll.
Well, no, the 21 is one of the strength saves. So the 5 and the
Oh, I
7 are my
gotcha.
first 2 concentration checks.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of dice being rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zeldrin, you are up. I've got to take these name tags off. I can't see shit.
Oh man, God, Esmeralda, you gotta get the fuck out of there. I can't get you out of there. This character doesn't have that kind of stuff. I am going to take a moment and like close my eyes, holding like my shield and my hammer, and say a prayer, and the twinkling like bluish twilight, the stars filling the space, there's a wave from me of like yellow light that just goes through and fills the whole 30-foot space, and I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds. I don't need to be able to see everyone as long as they're within 30 feet of the point that I choose, so everyone's in it as long as they're in my circle.
Okay.
So that's going to be 15 healing to all of my allies.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Does Victor count?
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like I need to ask you every time.
I'm not like trying to have him die. I'm just not that worried about. Okay. Spiritual weapon. Do I need to be able to see spiritual weapon to move it?
I don't know.
I don't think so. You can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack. So the answer is no. What was that?
That was really loud.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing? Go lay down.
Is he okay?
I don't think that was him. I think that was in the living room. He was just sitting on the floor. I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon. I can't see it, so maybe you can move it for me.
Where are you? Okay, so you're targeting that dire wolf. 23 will hit. Okay. All right, so that's your action and bonus action.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Right. Cure wounds. Just checking that spell. Okay, yeah, that is an action. Just checking. Okay. The wolves that remain. The wolf that is here, Rokea, is going to duck away from you. It is not taking a disengage. You have an opportunity attack.
This is just the regular wolf?
That is correct.
Is it trying to back out, or is it trying to move past me? It's like
It is like ducking backwards and like around. It's moving away from you
okay.
to the north side of the cavern.
It's as rounded as she gets. I will let it go. I really want to save my reaction. Oh wait, my turn is next. Never mind. Never mind. Where are you going, buddy?
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
Oof. All right.
Well, better on the opportunity attack.
Okay. Well, it is your turn, so yeah, you do have your reaction returned.
Oh, it just walked off.
It did. You know what? It is going to. I forgot that it was a tactic to have to like trigger your reaction. Forgetting your turn was next. But that does mean it does have its action to bite your friend Zeldrin for 23 to hit.
I did try to stop it. I just didn't do very well.
5 points of piercing and another strength save. Oh, down you go. Knocked down with the heavy weight of an animal on top of you. And now it is Rokea's turn.
Oh boy. On the one hand, I'd really like to try to get to Kirill. On the other hand, that leaves Zazarak here with 2 werewolves and a direwolf.
I got him just where I want him, Chief.
All right, if you say so, I'm going to try to put a stop to all this. Oh, I'm going to need you to move.
You are
Go.
met with a snap of jaws.
Right, well, can't say I didn't try.
Yeah. He also gets to bite at you. He missed though. 20 will hit. Okay.
But wait, no, that's unarmed strike. I want a predatory strike.
All right, both of those a hit. Okay.
Action, predatory strike.
Okay. Oof. Let's see.
Right,
Okay,
you
with
can
that
stand down, you know.
that last attack, how do you kill this one?
I don't think Rokea has realized that he has just like knocked the lower jaw off of this werewolf that just kind of crumples to the ground. You can stand down, you oops. Well, that's on you, Kirill. That's on you. Oh, that was it. That was actually no, that was 10 feet of movement. 20, 30. Right, you and me have to chat.
All right, great. You step up just in time to hear the sounds of another great creature bowling his way like directly at you. Let's see.
Naturally. Hello.
24 to hit. Bam.
Yep.
10 points of piercing reduced to 5 with the strength save. All right, you are not knocked prone. This creature is not intercepted you, but has gotten right to you. Then I have the one here with Victor.
That's 16 for me and 14 for Rogue.
Tearing Victor limb from limb. It happens. Just in time for him to retaliate with a little bit of oh yeah. Tried and true, big old cone of cold. Esmeralda on her turn is gonna have to use an action to try to get out. Yeah, that's probably her best move is to disengage. Um, uh, uh, fuck, not a great new spot to be in, but it's only one she can make it to. Then it is Zazarak's turn while I roll the cone of cold stuff.
Hmm. Um. I am going to use. No, you know what?
Oh shit, he doesn't have that spell slot anymore. Alright, I'll just switch it to this.
Let's throw caution to the wind. At my man Carol,
Okay.
old person.
Okay. Wisdom, right?
Believe so, yeah.
Okay. That will save.
All right. I'm gonna hang out here for a moment.
Alright. In case anyone's curious, because I was out of cold slots, we just swapped that to a fireball instead. Just hope that he didn't burn himself alive.
Fantastic.
He's, as far as you can tell, he's fine. I don't know how many of you can see him, so.
I can see
eyes.
him.
Yeah, I got eyes on my man Vic. Things are looking bad.
Let's see.
Brother, what's the Twilight Rider got for me? Thank you.
15.
More smaller wolves close in on Zeldrin and Esmeralda. Let's see, wolf.
Whoa, where does Esmeralda go?
What?
He's over.
She disengaged and backed out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I believe there's a pillar between you and her.
Yes. Your AC is 19. You are prone. Okay, that is 2 hits then. 8 piercing and 7 piercing. As for Esmeralda, ouch. All 3 of her lupine assailants have hit. And I'll make her roll the saves. What is that math? Right. Werewolves here. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Sweet. One of these werewolves from the Northern Passage circle Kirill as well and come to his aid. Rokea. 19 and a natural 20.
Is that me?
Yes.
Oh, those will both hit.
Okay, that is 9 and 13, reduced to 4 and
6.
6.
So 10.
Yes. Victor is once again dogpiled by werewolves.
So is everybody else, Victor. Get over
Yeah.
it.
I mean, this is just not his first time. Oh, hey.
They smell
Mage
all those
armor.
cats on you, Victor.
Mage armor actually put in some legwork, and even at advantage, none of those attacks hit him. That's fortunate. Kirill, now with someone ahead of him.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just do some of the classic tooth and claw combat, because, that's what we're here for, right? I have a 23 and a 19 to hit you, okay?
Those will both hit.
All right. That is. Oh, hold on. Sheet broke. Okay. Da, da. Okay, there we go. All right, that is 15 slashing from the claws and 8 piercing from the teeth.
So 11 total.
Yeah. You can't get lycanthropy twice, right?
Correct.
I was fairly certain. Just wanted to double check.
It's one of those things where actually you get it twice and they cancel each other out, so you no longer have it. So you've got to get it a third time to get back to the original state.
All right. Zeldrin, I've got 2 dire wolves who are attacking and biting down at you as you are down. Only one of them will hit with a 21 for 9 points of piercing. Who else is in this pack? That would be. Oh, sweet, the other 2 dire wolves down there. Zazarak,
Mhm.
that will miss, and Rokea, that is also a miss. Okay. Now it is Zeldrin's turn.
Okay, I'm going to shove off of my warhammer to get to my feet.
Okay.
I'm going to use a bonus action to starlight step here. And
Don't forget,
then-
you took 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I will hold up my shield and begin like focusing light in it, and I'm casting sunbeam. So a 60-foot line that is 5 feet wide, and I would like to throw it right here and get all those motherfuckers.
Okay.
So that should get all of those dire wolves, those 4, and then like these 2 wolves that are closest to me, I think.
What's the diameter of the beam?
5 feet.
Okay, I think it only gets this one.
Okay.
But I mean, that'll.
Yeah.
Is it? It's half damage on a.
Half damage on a fail, yeah.
Okay, so that dog is roasted.
Okay.
Roasted mutt.
It's Constitution saves. Um, if they fail, they're all also blinded until my next turn.
Okay. Oh, fascinating. So the one, so the one that saved, is the one who was the most badly wounded. So he was gonna die anyway.
Okay.
The 2 farther back as well, the ones that are, like the ones that are
Mhm.
both clawing at Rokea and Zazarak, are both killed. The one right closest to you, is blinded, but still
Yeah,
but still snarling.
gotcha.
Oh god, this battlefield's about to get full of carcasses, and it's gonna be real hard to see what's going on.
Yeah. Just move them away.
Okay, and
Okay.
blinded. What is a good sticker? There we go.
Okay. I know that puts you guys out of the circle. I don't know if I can really fix that right now. I'm gonna remove the sticker because I'm standing up, and then I'm gonna take my movement and get over here. Since that one's blinded and can't attack me.
Mhm.
And that'll be it for my turn.
Yes. Okay.
Lord, please let me keep this concentration up.
All right. With that, it is Rokea's turn.
Hey, Kirill, buddy, how you doing? Look, we tried to have this conversation. It didn't work out, so we're just gonna lay into Kirill.
Okay, let me check his AC. All right, and 19 hits.
For that.
All right. Your claws
And
are magical, but you can see that his brute strength is hard to cut through or to phase.
that's fair.
You know what? All right.
Oh, it's still right there.
Still your
He's
turn.
not blind right now, is he?
Yep.
Did he get by that? No. So that should hit.
Mhm.
And do that. And then
Mhm.
as a bone, God, I wish I still had my use of read the opposition right now.
Didn't
Because
you
I would
use it on
want this
him
guy's.
already?
No, I used it in the first fight, and I'm not at the level where I get it
Oh,
all the time
right.
yet. I think. I would get his like most embarrassing song and then just like bust it out in front of him. Instead, I will just do that.
Okay. Da-da. Okay. Sweet. What wolves do I
I have
have
something
left?
that's another resource that I have two of, and I have no idea what it is because there's no label. I'm trying to think of what it could be, but that should be it, especially as long as he can't get away from me. He cannot. Oh, I'm not far from Zeldrin at all. Nice.
That is correct. You do get chomped by the dire wolf right next to you
That's
for
okay. That's
14 points of piercing.
reduced to 7.
Yeah. And Victor gets chomped by the werewolf as well. Okay. Victor, you're not very good in close combat, are you? All right, dude's gonna flounder for a little bit as Esmeralda gets back up onto her feet. And don't put the kill sticker on her. And tries to push off the wolves that are surrounding her with her silvered weapons. Doot, doot, doot. Kills one, wounds another, and then it is Zazarak's turn.
All right, I am going to make like I am going to. Oh, whoops. Make like I'm going to step on this wolf's head, but in fact, I am using my Starlight Step to get up here. And then I will use 5 feet of movement and reach out a hand to Victor and say, did good hanging in there, but it looks like you could use some reinforcements. And I will use 30 points of lay on hands on Victor.
Damn, okay.
And that's all I got.
All right. Is it good to see that his health bar basically went back to full now that he. Also alarming for how much HP he has, I'm sure.
Victor, now I don't want to hear any more nonsense about not about people not liking you or not respecting you. Let's just kick some ass and get out of here.
Wolves behind you jump to the both of you now.
Oh,
Uh,
fuck.
there's a 20 to hit you and a 17 for him. 5 points piercing to each of you, and you both make strength saves.
Mhm.
Victor drops down. he's up, but he just gets pushed over immediately.
He does get the bonus from
Oh shit!
Zazarak, if that
Oh, wait,
matters.
hold
If
on.
that
Yeah,
matters.
He gets a
it
+4.
does, it does matter. All right, neither of you are bowled over by the incoming dogs. Sweet. And let's see which ones remain. The ones with Esmeralda and Zeldrin. So one each. Do 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 do. 1, 2. Neither of those hit. Man. Okay. Werewolves. Sweet. Werewolves incoming. Let's see. Do I have... Am I delusional? Nope. Okay. All right. Sweet. So, Rokea,
Yep.
the Kirill's pack closes in on you.
Yep.
So I've got...
Get in bed.
What's your AC? 20 or 19?
19.
Okay, so that's 1. Come on, babes. You're at advantage. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so of the 6 attacks coming in, just a flurry of claws and teeth all around you, snarling, foaming mouths. 3 of those attacks hit for... Do you want me to just total it for you and we can divide it in half?
I might as well do them individually
Oh,
because of
yeah,
the
yeah.
weird rounding.
That's true. So that's 3. That's bullshit. 3, 7, and... No, sorry. 3, 10, and 5. So 2...
That's already okay. No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not half.
1, 5, and 2.
So 8.
8. God damn.
Okay.
All right. Then Kirill gets to take his turn at you. I got a natural 20 for the teeth, and then a 13 for the claws. The teeth do 25 reduced to 12.
Okay.
I'm seeing that health bar slowly be chiseled down. Taking literally everything I've got on the map, but it is happening. Mhm.
So he dealt 25 points of damage, but that's reduced in half.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay. I am going to... Rokea is within 30 feet of me.
Mhm.
So I am going to use my reaction to rebuke the violent. And
Oh my god, he rolled a natural 1 on that fucking save.
all right,
Christ.
that's
That's
25
fair.
points of radiant damage.
Ow. That sucked.
Yeah, well, stop
Great.
biting my friend, asshole.
All right, werewolves that are on top of Victor. One of them gets his teeth into him. Good job, Victor. Oh, bad save, Victor. All right. Who is this? Okay. Zeldrin, at what point does the blindness effect end? Excellent. Okay, your turn. Well, I got one dire wolf that is going to attack you. Damn it! It's an 18 to hit. And then it is your turn.
Okay, they become not blind at the beginning of my turn.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
God, Esmeralda, I... Hmm. This is going to open me up to some opportunity attacks, but I'm going to just let that happen. I'm going to run around to here. So I get an op attack from the dire wolf and this wolf.
Okay. That's a nat 20 from the dire wolf
Oh, God.
and a 21 from the wolf.
Uh-huh.
That is 19 piercing from the dire wolf, and a strength save. Okay, and 5 piercing from the little wolf.
Okay.
They're not little. I don't know why they look tiny on the map. Okay, and a strength save for the little wolf too. Ooh,
Okay.
hey, hot dice. Shit, man.
I am sweating. Like, if I had lost concentration, all of this movement would have been pointless because all I'm trying to do is line up a fucking line. I think, Rokea, you might be in danger.
I think what
The
you are trying.
5-foot blast?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Like, I don't know. I mean, it's like 2.5 off of, if I were to place that line and then come back here, you're 5 feet from this point, and you would have to be 2.5 feet to actually get hit. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I don't know.
I'm fine if you hit me.
Yeah, I think, like, with the situation we've got
Mhm.
going, I'm gonna
Yeah, do it.
I'll
Do it
heal
up.
you afterwards, buddy. So I will let loose another sunbeam to get
Okay.
those 2 littles, the big one, Kian, and that werewolf.
Um. Uh. Hmm. Mm, man, diagonal lines are all fucky, aren't they?
Yeah, but this line that I'm drawing has gone through the square of every guy that I just named.
No,
You know
you're
what I
you're
mean?
right, but that's why I'm saying diagonal
Yeah.
lines are fucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Con. Why did I roll those saves? They do not have the HP to withstand that at all. Okay. 38.
Good. Right up until I take this 19 radiant damage. All right. That's the biggest chunk, but that's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
And that was my action, and I will now use my bonus action to cast Mass Healing Word at 4th level. 6 creatures that you can see within range. So that is just going to be me, Esmeralda, and Rokea. So I cannot see anyone else.
Yeah.
That's 11 back to all of us.
I
11.
will take it. It's most of the damage you did. It's fine.
And then Twilight Sanctuary for myself. Mhm. That's it for my turn.
Okay. Keep forgetting about her. That's fine. Okay.
Well, you skipped Rokea's turn.
Ah, damn it. All right, Rokea, you're up.
What else did I take? Did I take anything worth? No. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna keep going with what I'm doing. Wait, hold on. Who died to that? No werewolves. Okay.
No werewolves, correct.
Then we will chompy on Kirill some more. Just surrender. Just let us take down Strahd. We can go back to Faerun. You can have all kinds of reasonable places to live and not have to do bullshit like making kids fight to the death. I don't know if a 17 hits. I was just talking until I knew if it did or not.
I don't want to interrupt you. 17 will hit.
Sorry.
Okay.
Second attack. That will hit
Mm-hmm.
for 19.
Can you hear Miles singing so fucking loud?
Yeah. No regard for bedtime.
Did you give him a melatonin?
No, I did not.
Do we want to do that?
I still want to do it every day, but to save myself a headache might not be a bad idea.
We've given him a couple melatonin, like a single melatonin gummy for like the past couple of nights, and 20 minutes later, the little guy, he's sleeping beautifully, which I think just means poor guy needs some help. All right, those were
Uh,
both hits.
Okay, bonus action. 17 hit, but does the 16 hit?
Does not.
Aha! We found his AC.
We win. We just figured it out. We win.
That's the puzzle, right? That's the puzzle game.
Um. Do I want to? Oh, I can't. Never mind. I was gonna say, do I want to brand of castigation here? But I can't. Wait, no, we've rested since we fought Strahd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Why did I not restore that? Oh, it's set to reset on a rest. That's weird. Whatever. I will not brand of castigate.
Okay. The dire wolves. Scooch. The one that you have emulated that still remains living, Zeldrin, pounces on you but misses. The fella over Zazarak and Victor hits Zazarak with a 24 to hit
Mm-hmm.
for 8 points of piercing damage. Can you make me a strength save?
Let's find out.
I'm guessing Tyler is away from computer at the second, but just
That's a hit.
FYI, there should be some temp hit. Ah.
Just one
just
turn,
in case something attacked
maybe.
me, that bar is getting a little lower than I.
Do I need to use an inspiration to make that save? I don't
Nah,
know if
you're
the
good.
13. Okay, cool.
Yep. Well, I mean, I try not to tell you guys. I thought I said that's a hit, but what I meant to say was that saves.
Okay,
But
fantastic.
I try not to tell you guys until after you make a decision to use inspiration, whether or not you've succeeded or failed.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I let the anguish torment you, and wait until you've made a decision.
Fair enough.
Esmeralda, freed from all of the other smaller nipping creatures, clothing absolutely torn to shreds, will try to spear this direwolf and bring it down to the ground for you, Zeldrin. Not that she thought she couldn't do it, but that was just something she was capable of doing. And then she'll get a little closer to offer her silvered weapons against this dick that you've been fighting by yourself for a bit, Rokea. And then, who is it? Victor. Going to try to set fire to the inside of the mouth of the direwolf above you. Oof, that worked. Even at disadvantage, it howls and drops. Then it is Zazarek's turn.
Wonderful, Victor. Now, can you figure out how to get the hell out of here, please? And I will take aim at that fella. Sure. Yeah.
That's a hit. Sorry, is it this one you said?
No, I'm starting right here.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, his next door neighbor, and then
All right, dead.
okay, and then Moving on to this fella.
Okay. Okay, he'll also die.
Okay. And then 5, 10, and the back end on the wolf right in front of me.
Ouch. Okay. Magic weapons. Okay. Great. Anything else for your turn?
That is it.
Excellent. I think all my wolves are dead. They are. Yay! One less thing I have to look at. Wouldn't you know? It's still my turn. Okay, Rokea, the pack on top of you. All right.
After all this,
Oh,
you're still gonna fight for this guy. All right. Well,
yeah. They tear into you. Their hit rate got much better this round. It's a natural 20 for 10.
reduced to 5.
Yep. 20 for 6, reduced to 3.
8.
23 for 8, reduced to 4. 20.
12. Sorry.
Uh,
My
20. 20 to hit for 8, reduced to 4 again,
16.
and then a 21 to hit for 10, reduced to 5.
Okay, so 21 total damage. That does
Yeah.
not feel good.
Ah, I did it!
That's 8 real damage.
It- oh
Um,
God.
Bloodlust? Question mark.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. Come to think of it, a while ago, which means I've been forgetting my regeneration as well. That's okay.
Take
It's
some,
okay.
lose some.
For the
Oh,
most part, I've only been surrounded by enemies. So
that's true.
since I went low enough to care.
All right. Kirill's claws swipe up at you with a 23 to hit for a total of 16 slashing, reduced to 8.
All right. 42 hit points left.
And then the 2 werewolves that Victor and Zazarak are in combat with. Let's see. That is a 16 to hit you, Zazarak.
Nope.
All right. Then a 12 to hit. Okay, that means Victor got hit twice. You are fine. And then it is Zeldrin's turn because all my big dogs are dead. Yes, all my big dogs are dead. Zeldrin, you are up.
Hallelujah. I'm going to run on over here. And then I am going to we're gonna just keep up with the big gun, I think. Straight line down.
Okay. Carol just braces against it and makes that save again.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the other guys had no problem with making this save for some reason.
And then I think I'm going to see up to 6 creatures that I can see within 60 feet. Okay, another mass healing word. I'm gonna throw this one out at 4th level also. Or 10 healing to everyone.
Okay.
That's it for my turn.
Okay. Rokea, you are up.
Okay. So let's see here. At the start of my turn, because of my under advanced transformation. Nope, that's advanced preparation. Nope, lichen regeneration. Bloop. That gets me 1 plus my con mod. My con mod is 4, so that is 5 points of healing, which is enough to bring me to exactly half hit points.
All right.
So
Teamwork.
there is definitely
if
a moment.
If you had rolled and had to attack me and knocked out of my constant, I'm glad we
That
got there. I'm
that would
glad
have
we got
been
there.
the
I
single
did
funniest thing to happen in this game.
I did see you stop there, and I was like, we just said okay,
Mhm,
like
mhm.
Get out of here.
it's
I
only a
mean,
DC 8 wisdom save. It's fine. I'm
yeah.
sure I could have definitely managed to fail that. Yep. There is definitely a moment where his eyes just sort of go red and he's looking around and he just shakes his head, narrows his eyes back in on Kirill. Right. Question for you. When I kill you, oh, that's a miss. Like I said, when I kill you, do I take over your pack? I will also bonus action predatory strikes. Or 23
Holy moly.
damage.
Okay. He has clearly weathered through quite a bit of this already. He braces against the radiant light, just nearly pushing him to the ground. And as he's shaking, singed, shaking that off, salivating and covered in his and your own blood, um, your claws reach forward into his chest, and as he tries to evade you, you just scrape through. You feel your fingers break through bones, and you tear back. Um, uh, that was very nearly not enough, but
Okay, I want to do something.
okay.
I have no idea if the others are intending to submit or not. So we are going to use this, which I have not used yet. While I've got a fist inside his rib cage, I am just going to, and I am going to amplify this. So I take 8 points of damage. 8. He can. Well, it's target of my choice.
hmm
Which I guess. Oh wait, you're lurking back there. Okay, what's its speed? No, it's not going to be high enough. I see you back there. I see you back there, but there's no way he's got an 80 speed. So just attack the one next to him.
Okay.
With a
His
bonus of my int mod of 2.
his body lurches to the side, and the claws fling out wildly, scratching into, not terribly wounding, but absolutely catching in the furs and hide, and eliciting yelp of surprise from the werewolf at his side.
See that? He doesn't even like you enough. He attacked you. Why would you follow this one? I'm done.
Okay. With him dropped, and Esmeralda having this character feature of hating werewolves very, very much, she's just going to get right in front of you, almost not seeing you, not looking up at you, and spearing the wounded um, werewolf to the ground. Um, Rokea, with a little bit of like sense that you have you're like teetering on this bloodlust, but you can feel the weight of battle shifting as the creatures that are with that you have your back to, um they you hear them quiet some. Zeldrin, you see that they are uh, shrinking back. Zazarak, it is your turn.
Victor, you're not going to do anything? All right, fire. I'll take care of this.
Ah, fuck, that's right. He also has to do something. Firebolt at disadvantage. Fuck, that's a miss.
Yeah, the thing
15
right,
there was for Rokea. Yeah.
the
Appreciate
wolf right in front of me.
Okay. That'll hit. Oy. Okay.
Second verse, same as first.
Uh-huh. Okay, that one is killed.
I'll just step over its corpse.
Okay. Ouch. Okay. Is that it for your turn?
That is it.
Okay. The remaining werewolves, wounded and now frightened, panicked. They do not act any further in aggression. It is surrender in an absolutely non-verbal condition that you can see. As
Show
all
me
of
your
them,
belly. Show me your belly.
yeah, back down very visibly, like ears lower, and whimpering growls and some murmurs of vocalization between them. Um, Zeldrin, it is your turn if you choose to take any further action.
I will just move in a little bit. Um, there, and throw out another mass cure wounds. Just get everybody feeling good. So 13 to everybody.
Okay, 13. Rokea, do you take any further actions?
Nope. Just turn to look at them backing down. Just stare at him for a second, like, "Oh, you done? What about this one here?" And I like point claws over at that one. That was you, mate. That just got gutted. We gonna have problems.
She's
Oh,
still in like wolf form and is sort of lowered in in self-defense, backed into a corner. Esmeralda draws her weapons out of the corpses that she has that she is standing over. Finally looking up at you, and she says, "I can go finish her."
nope. I don't think we're done yet. I'm gonna be honest. I'm going to be honest here. I'm not gonna lie. I was sort of saving that trick for you. Thought you might, get pulled under the corpses or something. Give you one last little. Hey, but you didn't. They go like clap on the back. You good?
You like shoulder check her a little bit, and she stumbles under the weight.
Right. There's a bunch of kids back there. We're going to be taking them with us when we leave here. There's no arguing that, right? None of you. Who's in charge of you now?
You hear some murmurs, growls, and uncomfortable shifting. Zazarak, I think
Hmm.
Zeldrin can also see. The woman that you had seen at the shrine is making her way forward and climbing the stairs.
You got something you'd like to add?
She calls out in the uncomfortable silence of her peers and says, "The determination of the strongest. This was something Kirill believed in, and it has led to the death of half of our family. This is inexcusable, and it is the voice of Strahd that has poisoned our power." She looks at you, Zazarak, as you are nearest, and says, "We no longer have numbers that we may use to aid you, but I can assure you, me and the other wives who remain, and anyone else," she shouts out again into the passage, you hear her voice echoing, "will make no such foolhardy attempts to ally with the Dark Lord."
Well, that is certainly good to know, although a bit disappointing that you don't think you can offer your assistance. I am certain that any help would be good help, but given what has just occurred here, I can understand your hesitance. Now, to be clear, our work here is not done. We are leaving with those children, and anyone who tries to stop us will meet the fate of your family members. Are we clear?
What's your passive insight?
Oh, I'm sure it's fantastic. Uh, I believe it's a 13.
Okay. You do see that she has a like
Oh
shakiness
no, it's
to
lower
her.
than that. It's a 9. Sorry.
Okay. You can still visibly see that
Mhm,
she is like shaking.
mhm.
And you cannot tell if that is through fear, through anxiety, through like uh uh through anger. You do not know what emotion she has, but her back is physically against this wall here, and her jaw is set. She makes no attempt to challenge you, but does not vocalize her approval.
Are we going to have a problem? Okay, I think we might have a problem.
Really? After
Listen,
all this, we might still have a problem.
you've got like 10 seconds before he gets over here. Trust me, I'm the reasonable one.
She just she is standing where she is, but her like back and shoulders like fall against this wall here. She is like out of your path, if that makes sense.
All right, I'm just going to head in here and start trying to pop the lock on these cages.
She does not make a move to stop you. And there's no locks. You just see that there are stones that have been placed on top of these wooden like cages to keep a weight down.
Oh, God
Um,
damn it, Rokea!
It's a good
Right,
point. That's kind of
right, I'm
crazy, isn't it?
coming. I can move some rocks, no problem.
Yeah, even Zazarak with a lower strength score, like with
Oh, they're
others
not that.
around,
Okay.
yeah, they're too heavy for little children to lift off, but
Gotcha.
you grown men can manage.
Right. Grown men with full beards. Yes, we can manage.
Yeah,
Right,
I'll
so tell me about this. What was his name again?
You talking about a meal?
Yeah. I keep wanting to say Emilio, and I know that that's wrong because I keep thinking of Emilio Estevez.
That's oh so right.
her jaw is still like fairly firmly clenched, but she kind of lifts her chin and makes eye contact with you, Rakea, and says, "He was a good man. Haven't seen him in days."
Well, when we go to Castle Zarovich, and we will, we'll keep an eye out and make sure to send him back, let him know everything that's going on here.
Your faith that
After
he
all,
is
he
still
was
alive is.
right.
Thank you. All right, what do you do now?
Right, kids. Um, my name is Rokea. This is Ezrek. That is Eldrin. I just need to ask, just to make sure. None of you was bit, right?
All the kids worriedly shake their heads.
I'm not going to do anything if you were. It's not you. We got ways of dealing with it, but I just need to know. There's no reason to lie.
Zulikia, the woman you've been speaking to, says none of them have been bitten.
I
Yeah,
didn't ask
you
you a
said that.
goddamn thing. Sorry.
Right? Yeah. You said that. I just wanted to get the confirmation from them. Right. We're gonna head back to Kresk. We'll come back by here one way or another, probably. Make sure make sure you're okay. We don't really want to be enemies. We just, or at least I don't. I mean, the Order of the Crescent Moon is dedicated to helping our kind. You know what? I will take the bonus action to switch back into Rokea. Or, Arium. Nope, Rokea is the main now. Arium is the wear form.
The true
I am in
monster.
I am, in fact, a Okay, well, I butchered the joke. It's a Sahuagin were-elf. That's what I was trying to
Nice.
say. One horrible night, I was bit
got
by a
by an
sea
elf.
elf. Now whenever I see the moon,
Turn into this.
I turn into a very lovely elf.
All right. Well, I mean, I can't transport everybody, so we're gonna have a long, slow march back to Kresk.
Any of you kids from Kresk? I mean, I think most of you are, right? Like,
uh,
locals? that were
All but
taken?
one does. Yeah.
Okay.
All but one of them raise their hand.
Right. Well, hopefully
Uh,
some
y'all think we can assert our newly established dominance and maybe get some of these werewolves to help us escort these children back to Kresk? They might not be strong enough to fend off Strahd, but they may just be strong enough to help us keep these kids alive on the road.
I mean, the only real threat we'd have run into on the road was them anyway, right?
Oh, yeah, that's good thinking.
Well, do we trust them to not bite any of the children while we're traveling?
I mean,
I
it
mean,
would have
we'd be
depended
with
on
them too.
Yeah. But I don't think we do need them to come with us. I think we can manage.
Fair enough.
Forestall that particular issue. I mean, it wasn't that long from Kresk here, right?
Not terribly,
Right?
I
Am
don't
I?
think so.
I don't remember.
I don't
I'm sorry. Did you
think.
say something? I mean, look at the way the light's glowing off my blade against the cavern wall there. What were we talking about?
My cheat sheet doesn't have the ah what? I think you had to have been. Well, it has to have been within the day that you were able to travel
Yeah, I
here.
don't think we had to camp on our way here.
No. Okay. Yeah. It's less than a day. I think it was like it was only a couple of hours. It was not very long. However, a couple of hours for children walking is not as. Yeah. Well, that's your problem now. Is there anything you do before setting out, and how do you want to take them from the cavern?
All right, look, children. I don't care if you say you do or you don't. Everybody's using the restroom before we leave this cave. We are not, we are not pulling over halfway. We're gonna keep it moving.
Hey, maybe you
Victor,
give
that goes for you too.
that's especially for you. Maybe you give sorry, what was your name again? You that we found in the cave with all the kids?
Zulika. Let me spell it
Zalika.
for you.
Maybe you give Zalika one of those cards you have so they can get in touch with us if
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Here, and I will present a piece of bark engraved with the symbol of the Twilight Rider.
All right. I will write down that she has one of those.
I would just hate for everything we've done and then like Strahd shows up real mad or something, you know?
Use this to tell him that you were here. She
What?
looks a
No,
little confused.
no. I meant you can contact us if something goes wrong and we can get to you.
Oh,
Like the Order of the Crescent Moon really does want to help. I know it doesn't. It just like looks around and surveys the carnage. I know it doesn't look that way right now. Um, but it's sort of what we do. It's how I learned to control. Wait, I'm not. I am. I specifically changed back. It is how I learned to control my transformations, my dealings with Rokea. So
And we are truly sorry that it had to come to this, but as we made clear, we are here to end Strahd's influence everywhere in these lands. And to my friend's point, as unfortunate as it is that it had to be done this way, I believe even you understand that ultimately you and your pack are better off free from Strahd's influence. In fact, you
She
said so
does nod.
yourself.
She,
Well,
she does nod, which is the first acknowledgement she's really made of much of what you've said.
well, I am glad we are in agreement on that. Now, if there is trouble, you can, as strange as it seems, you can use that piece of wood to get in contact with us, and we will do our best to get to you and provide what help we can.
Thank you.
All right, now which way is the exit? I'm all turned around. Zeldrin, Arium, can somebody help? Don't worry, children.
I'm pretty sure
we
it's
hit
south,
south.
whichever way that is.
We head that way. It's back the way we came. Right there. Then we
Oh,
go
all right.
around. We didn't really cover everything here. Still doing it. Right. Who would like a ride?
Well, look, before we leave,
Not you.
I need each of you to pick a buddy. We're going to use a buddy system. Y'all going to hold hands as we're walking our way back to Kresk. And you need to know where your buddy is at all times. Is that understood?
Each of the kids nod and just clasp hands with whoever their cage mate was. Esmeralda says, or actually no. Victor says, would it be possible that we transport with Zeldrin's magic the children, and the rest of us can wait? Maybe take a couple trips, but it would be safer for them.
Check out the big brain on Victor. What do you say, brother? Would that work?
I'm double checking how many people I'm allowed to take.
But they're small, so maybe you can double them up.
Do you have
I
any
don't
big
think
trench
it quite
coats?
works that way. Do. You and up to 6 other creatures. How many kids are there?
Total of 8.
I can take 6 of them. I could come back and do it again, but that gets real expensive real quick.
Don't you guys have a chariot full of gold?
Right, but I need the money on me now. Speaking of which, I don't have the money on me now. So unless somebody's got 48 gold,
Well, I got 17, brother.
I don't have enough to make it up. I'll have 6.
All right, everybody, hold hands with your buddy.
Did you not bring enough money with you?
apparently not.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, perhaps We could impose upon you. I know we just. I'm kidding. I'm not actually gonna.
Do you think one of these golden hawks that I'm carrying is worth 50 gold?
I know that it is.
Can I spend a golden hawk for this?
I'll let you do that. This feels like the right thing to do to make use of teleportation to get the children to safety
Yeah.
without having to take them on the road.
Is it just one trip each way?
You say that like something has ever happened to a child being escorted by a D&D party on the road.
That
Too
was
soon.
so long ago now.
Too soon.
Wasn't that one of our very first recorded sessions ever?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not one of the.
Melted a child. Oh well.
R.I.P. Matthias. You are, I guess, missed more than I thought you would be, but how many hawks do you have?
4.
I think you have enough to get all the kids if you do 2 trips.
Okay, so there, back, and there again. I have to use 3 hawks.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, I'll get them to Kresk and set them up with the guy in charge in Kresk, the Baron, the Burgomaster.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just use the 4th hawk to get myself back to the party and travel together.
Oh, I think, hold on. So there's 8 children. You can do you and 6, right?
Me and 6, there's 2 children left, and then
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 party members counting you. So you could
okay.
actually do if you
So yeah,
use all
that's
your
just
hawks,
enough.
you
Yeah, I can use them to get everybody back.
yeah,
Yeah.
and have 1 hawk left over, right?
No. That would yes, have 1
Yes.
hawk left over.
Zazarak will actually go with the first group of kids that go, so that when they're left in Kresk, there's somebody there that they recognize from the bloodbath, because that's
Sweet.
definitely going to make
Okay.
them feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the math still works out. So cool. All right. I don't
Although the
think
ones that are from Crest can theoretically be like returned to their families.
yes. But that can be the burgomaster can
Yeah.
manage that. To my point, I don't think that there's like a lot that we need to like role play with that. You guys are capable of in the next hour and a half getting these children back to their city and into the hands of the city master, who can then help them find their homes. And then you are all together in Kresk.
What do you mean we're not going to role play this? When else am I going to use my 25-year-old like after school program on a field trip skills that I haven't been able to dust off in forever? All right, no, that's fine.
Another game, maybe, Adam.
Okay, fantastic.
I'll keep that in mind.
But please don't. But it served its purpose for the bit, and now we can just move on.
It'll be an unexpected skill check when you least want it.
Nice.
All right. With that, let's take our 15-minute break and come back at 11:35. All right. So the three of you, your two buddies, well, two traveling companions, and an array of children have arrived in the city of Kresk to the light, pleasant snowfall that all doesn't seem so. That was not the right word. Holistic is not the word I was looking for. Hellacious is the word I meant. As some of the storms you have yet been faced with. Now, with the children on their way to their respective families, the one who you come to find out is from the city of Barovia, uh, with being given some shelter and care within the uh, 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 within the home of the burgomaster. What would you grown-ups like to do, and where are you headed next?
Well, what do we think our next plan is? I mean, we could just make our way to Castle Zarevich now, but that seems premature. We certainly have plenty of reason to go there, but nothing I feel like weighty or direct enough to do so now. We could check back in with Octavian, although I don't recall exactly what we set her to do.
Well, if I remember correctly, she was just going to be a rallying point for all allies, given that her magical invisible home makes her very difficult
Hmm.
to find. Now, was there going to be some sort of reconciliation with Van Richten? Are we to,
Um,
are we to count him among our allies?
I was sort of under the impression that Esmeralda had no real interest in reconciling with.
I
Um,
don't have to speak with him for us to bring him to
ab-
Castle Zarovich.
I mean, given his initial plan, are we sure that that's what we'd like to do?
No, I am not.
I think we'll be all right if he is not part of the primary force. We'll just
Fair
let him
enough.
do his thing.
Well, then I guess the question is, are there any other allies we need to collect or
We were to
activities
return
that
to the city of Barovia and speak with uh Irina's brother.
hmm
We've informed him of what has happened, but uh perhaps it would be good to talk to him face to face. At the very least, we should be heading back east. East? Yeah, it's east. All right, goes Eldrin. Um, and meet up with everybody else. Um, should we? The ruins of Barret.
Perez.
Yeah, yeah. That's is that somewhere we need to be checking out? That was Baba Yaga.
Yuslaga.
Yeah.
I can say I honestly do not recall.
Well, I mean, if we're in the game of hunting down Grodd's allies, I think I'm remembering Baba Yaslago as one of those.
There are also the occupants of the old bone grinder mill.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they are not direct allies of Strahd, they certainly
All threats to the
bear.
realm.
Yes, they certainly bear some of the blame for the state of this place.
All right, well, should we flip a coin?
Well, I mean, I think let's think about the path we've got laid before us. The ruins of Berez, I think, are the closest place to our location right now. Uh, Octavian and that setup that's happening, I think, the Valaki area, maybe a little further east than that, closer to the castle. Um, the grinding sisters were that was outside of Barovia.
Mm.
So I think, I mean, does it come down to, do we want to meet back up with Octavian and them before we go to Berez, or should we just head there?
Don't know. Um,
I think we should probably rest up here before we do anything.
yes, that feels prudent given the yes.
It is about midday for you guys. Um, so you guys can take a short rest unless you wish to while away your day and then complete a long rest.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I think we'll just any of y'all wonder what the abbot's been up to past couple days? I guess it hasn't been that long since we've seen him.
yes. Um, I imagine he's dreaming up some new scheme to try to reach Strahd. I can't imagine they will go a whole lot better than uh,
Oh,
the last
I,
one.
I got a plan to reach Strahd, and I make a jabbing motion with my double-bladed scimitar. Yeah,
uh,
honestly, I'm doing my best to try and forget about the abbot.
yeah, yeah.
Is
I don't think I'm interested in visiting. I think hopefully we'll have this. We'll be back home before he gets anywhere with any new ideas.
I would certainly hope so.
You wish to leave him and not hunt him down?
I'm kind of hoping that once the realm is returned uh, from its seclusion, that he'll be able to return to his celestial home and whatever corruption can be purified out of him.
Yeah, and sometimes, Victor, when people are real creepy, you just gotta sort of give them a wide berth and hope that they come around eventually. Can't just be hunting down everybody that's creepy. You know what I mean?
I was just asking.
It would also feel perhaps ungrateful to hunt down the abbot after he lived up to his word and returned the Burgermeister's son to them. I would I would hate it if by defeating him we undid that small miracle. Expect it
And
as one of
while
the few points of hope that people in this realm have had for some time.
whilst it's true he did not fight against Strahd, he also did not fight against us. And he he has not done anything just of yet to solidify him as a threat, uh, an imminent threat, I guess.
Victor shrugs. Do we plan on leaving today or tomorrow?
I think first thing in the morning after everybody's rested up, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
Esmeralda nods and takes off her red coat and then goes to sit and mend the lacerated tears through the fabric.
Well, brothers, I think I'm gonna go and take a seat over by the pool that whisked away the arena and just take some quiet time. You're welcome to join if you like.
Hmm. I'm not sure what I shall do. I obviously have concerns about about the group north of Kresk, but there is little we can do for them. I'm guessing it would not be very helpful to send the uh, we just mentioned it, the abbot, to perhaps assist them, although I'm not even sure that he would be willing to do such a thing.
Yeah, I don't know that that would be such a wise idea, I think. Best if those two entities live concurrent but separate existence.
Perhaps, although I imagine the beings who allowed the abbot to make those changes to them would perhaps enjoy the gifts offered
Mm, I see
by
what
that
they'll get at.
group. It would allow them to boost their numbers, and it would give those God, what was that clan name? Wait, hold on. I have one of their names written down.
Want a hint?
Bellevue.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, yeah, that's right. Bellevue. Yep.
Yeah. It would allow the Bellevues the attributes that they had been seeking without their otherwise unusual countenance. Granted, that does raise the question of if they would be the sort who should be given such a gift, but
I think those issues and concerns might best be addressed by other members of the Crescent Moon
exactly,
upon our
yes.
arrival back on Faerun.
Well, then I suppose in the meantime, and plan, think about the final vision from Madame Ava. Finally get some rest later. Nothing that comes to mind immediately.
All right. Zeldrin, you're wishing to go meditate, is that right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and uh, sit quietly by the pond.
Is there anyone that goes with you?
If do, do you think since the holiness is not the word I'm looking for, but since the blessing has been removed from that pool, do you think they would mind if I? No, of course they would. Of course they would. Never mind.
Well, I mean, I don't believe that the blessing has been removed from the pool. Um, Furthermore, like when we were first brought here, they, recommended taking a dip if you felt like you needed one.
Then I think I shall.
It
The
is.
next 6 hours, you just see Rokea's eyeballs in the top of his head, or Ariam's eyeballs on the top of his head sticking out of the water.
It is highly cold and fresh water, which is not uncomfortable for you, but unusual. Uh, and it is restoring. You do not have any effects that would be cured by lesser restoration upon you at this time, but if you did, you would feel that refreshment as you were um, floating around and enjoying the clearness and the cool. Zeldrin, what are you like? Is there anything you are doing specifically in meditation?
No, nothing specific. Just uh, sitting quietly and um, just working on like focus and listening to, all the little critters and everything.
Okay. You do have some of the locals who are, because it is midday, most of them have gotten their water for the day, but a few have come through for uh, refreshment. You hear several of them murmuring about the loss of their shrine, not in any resentful way, but just in mourning and anticipation for its restoration.
All in due time.
um, Zezrak, what are you up to?
It probably starts off. Oh yeah, you're heading out to the waters to do some meditation. Well, oh yeah, no, that sounds nice. Oh, you're getting right in, Ariam. Oh, that no, it seems no a little cold for my likeness. Hey, do you think when we rebuild that shrine, are we going to rebuild it in exactly the same location in exactly the same way, or are we going to because I was thinking maybe we could uh shape it a little different, maybe give it a little more style. And oh, you'll finding it difficult to meditate. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I'll just take a walk then.
Brother,
Uh,
if you want us to add a kiddie slide to the temple that feeds into the pool, I'm not saying I'm against it.
but not just, but I mean like a spiral. It looked like it's going around the shrine. I'm telling you, people would enjoy
If
it.
yes, I see that. As long as we can find some way to connect the usage of the slide to something reverent,
Uh,
make it symbolic.
yeah, the symbolic, schmimbolic. I mean, people get in the water to be reverent. What easier way to get into the water than via a slide?
We
I'm gonna,
much
I'm
we
gonna, I'm
must
gonna go find someone to help me sketch out what I'm thinking of.
we must trudge up the stairs to represent our eternal journey towards uh, purity and light, and we slide down the slide to recognize that everyone fumbles and slides back down every now and then. But we are met with the cool, uh, replenishing waters, and the safety in knowing that our Lord watches over us, even whenever we fall.
Yeah, wonderful. Does that mean I get to ride on a slide? Love it.
We've got our pitch down. It is truly up to the Twilight Rider whether he thinks that's a good idea whenever we start building this temple.
Well, we will find out, I guess. Um, all right, you all enjoy your meditation. It's a little slow for me.
Speaking of
Hmm?
temples, um, we are only a few days out um, from the duration of the gifts that we have acquired at the Amber Temple. Are we going to are we going to attempt to visit Castle Ravenloft while these gifts remain, or are we going to wait until they expire?
Well, I mean, if we're gonna visit while the gifts remain, then we basically need to head there tomorrow. I'm not necessarily saying I'm against that, but including today, we've got 3 days left.
Correct.
I mean, you have 3 days left since, uh, well, I mean, I do feel a little stronger, but the beard's clearly not related to any of that. Now, I do think Stroud probably found the beard a bit intimidating. Maybe give us a leg up that we're looking for. Sazerac strokes the beard on his Blinksy doll of himself.
It's worse than if you were just.
Yeah, it is. It's way worse. It's so much worse.
All right. So you spend your day in Kresk and long rest here. Is that right?
That is the plan.
Okay. That evening, as you are all, um, I'm assuming, meeting at the burgomaster's house, um, uh, Esmeralda is continuing to repair her clothes and armor by hand, and dress her own bite and claw wounds, for what magic could not restore. Uh, Victor appears to be sort of busy with something, um, uh, for most of the evening, something arcane he is keeping to himself and working on. Um, but other than that, is there anything anyone else does that day or that day and night?
That I can think of.
What?
I said not that I can think of.
Okay. All right. So in that case, everyone can get their long rest in. I'll give you guys a level up, but we'll be able to do that, I think, between sessions. But you get a level up for fighting werewolves. Um,
Yay!
Hooray! Um, where is this city in my book? In the morning, um, in the morning, Victor approaches Zazarak and says, I feel bad that your friend keeps uh, uh, dying in combat. You're a big, fluffy creature.
Oh yeah, you mean this guy? And I finished casting Find Steed. Loof.
Y- yeah, yes. Um, this is not maybe all the way better, but it is perhaps useful still. And he pulls out of his cloak pocket an assemblage of what looks like some bones, as well as some fabric. Um, and the fabric you can see is like torn from the lining of his own uh,
Hmm.
cloak. Um, but the little amalgamate kind of rightens itself, and you can see that it's a skeletal rat in a little like wrapped scarf or sweater or something made from this like the scraps of his clothes. And its head kind of like turns around, its mouth opens and a little squeak like shudders through its little body, and he says, this is smaller than what I usually use, but it will not just die when it is hit by fire from the sky.
All right. Well, uh, thank you, Victor. That it's very kind of you, and I can see. Oh, look, looks like you fashioned his clothes out of your own. That's very kind of you.
I
Um,
could not find anything that looked as much like the floof as I would like. Never seen an animal like that before, but this was pretty close, I thought.
yeah, it's a nice approximation. It's very, very sweet of you. Now, what are you in control of this thing, or am I in control of it?
He says it will answer my commands if. And he like lifts one finger and snaps, and it like sits up on its two legs and like puts out its paws, and then he lowers his hand and it drops back down onto all fours.
Well, look at that. You have a name for him?
I usually have no names for these when I make them.
Leaf.
What's that, brother?
Never mind.
think on it. We should probably have a name for him. We don't just want to point and say, "Hey, you," or that thing. Or given that you've now, have you created it or have you summoned it?
That you summoned.
All right.
From organic matter around the city. He sort of folds his hands around it again and goes to put it into his cloak.
I can't do that with you, can I, big guy? I get flip from screen.
Is the plan still to go to Perez today? Or are we headed elsewhere?
So,
I believe we are headed to Perez.
I think it's worth checking out.
oh, why not?
Why not? Okay. Headed out first thing in the morning. Anything anyone needs to do?
I've
Okay.
done it. I got floof back.
Yep. Once a day.
Mhm.
Let me grab my map. Do I have a map? Sweet. Okay. Okay. So, the five of you can head out, begin following the road to where you know the signpost that that you've passed before, indicating where the city once stood, uh, now remains. As you are traveling, just pull something. Let's see. As you are traveling, you are once again faced with the eeriness of the forest itself, the normal, now nearly mundane but still ominous creatures. You hear now fewer treads of pursuit. More often, you are hearing the light scamper of small creatures through underbrush, hidden entirely by the fog, the clatter of hooves against stone distantly, but without as much pressing urgency as you have yet discovered, or you have yet encountered. On the road, as you walk, there is the sounds of a wagon uh, on the path. Um, you see some Vistani travelers who come your way on the road. A few of them stop and ask if if you are interested in purchasing any potions that will help you pass through the fog. They're offering vials of this concoction for 25 gold a bottle. They promise that this will help you pass and exit Barovia, as they are free and able to do.
Oh man, if we had found you or you had found us some time ago before we got involved in the politics of this place, that would have been a very tempting offer, but as it stands, I am afraid I must decline for my friend.
Are you sure? It might do you some good in some future time.
Well, if our endeavors go well and come to the fruition we hope for, then the mists themselves will recede and these potions will be unnecessary.
She sort of nods warily, maybe perhaps taking you to be a little uh
Touched in the head?
yeah,
Yup.
yeah.
Yup.
But they pass quietly. Um
It was part touched in the head and part, these motherfuckers trying to put me out of business.
I mean, I was only speaking for myself. I don't know Victor, this could be your chance. You've been looking for a way to escape the mist.
he pats around in his pockets and actually does make a purchase. Uh,
Esmeralda? Zazarak? Zeldrin?
Esmeralda shakes her head.
Oh, I have complete and total faith that we will be successful in removing the mist the old fashioned way.
Yes, I've no intention to turn tail at this point.
The the old fashioned way is murder. We're gonna murder Strahd.
There's a couple of looks between some of these travelers as they seem highly suspicious. um uh but uh but they take their wares and then pass along. You continue on the road, um and come to, as I said, the sign that has at one time directed you uh towards Berez, which you had previously ignored. You see a raven who is sitting on top of the sign, um, squawking at you and tilting its head, sort of observing you as you approach. Um, you also see, let's see, you see something glinting in the brush and in the bit of melting snow uh, that is sort of set next to the signpost itself.
Ooh, look at that, something shiny. Uh, yeah, I'll go pick it up.
Okay. You actually find two things. You find a wineskin that appears to be entirely full, um, which is obviously unusual.
Hmm.
Oh, that's what's going on. There's crazy fireworks happening, and I've been trying to figure out what day it is. It's summer games.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I had no idea why, but it's like it's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy. Um. You also find a small steel and pewter box that has like some smaller carvings in it that are sort of fanciful. It's not particularly expensive by what you can tell, but someone's put some thought into its design.
Um, the pewter box, is it heavy? Is there stuff inside it?
It's small. It's about 3 inches like wide.
Okay.
You go to open it.
I'm gonna shake it.
You hear something rattling heavily inside. Like rattling a lot inside, I should say.
All right. I'm gonna check to see if it's trapped.
Sure, make me an investigation check. It doesn't even appear to have a lock on it of any kind. Just a little
Great.
box with a
Yeah,
lid.
I'm gonna pop it open.
Okay. It opens. It is lined with a very old and like water ruined velvet,
Hmm.
and a little figure of someone, like a dancing figure, springs up like it is a music box, but it does not play.
Hmm.
It just opens, and inside is a very small, mummified bird's claw. Um, that's what you find inside.
Uh, say, Victor,
Mm?
this seems like your area of expertise. What am I looking at here?
Uh, he takes it from you and looks it over. A music box, but then there's he shakes it again, and you can hear like a rattling mechanism inside the box itself.
Hmm.
He says, "There is no key to wind it, though. Not even a keyhole."
And what about this mummified odd claw? What is this thing?
Oh, that is a raven's foot.
A raven's.
I don't know if it's a luck charm or anything, but most definitely a raven. And the raven that is sitting on the signpost squawks loudly at him, and he startles backwards.
Was it? I'm sorry. Was this someone you knew? Squawk once for yes and twice for no.
Squawks twice.
All right. Well, good to know. Would you like us to take care of it for you?
Squawks once.
All right. I will do my best to keep a close eye on it. And I will put it back in the box, and I will close the box, and I will put the box in my pack. I'll
All
give the
right.
ravens a thumbs up.
Its wings flap enthusiastically.
Now I have trouble keeping it straight. Are ravens good or bad here? Cause like, could that be like some kind of tracking device or? I,
Given the um, nature of um, the owners of the winery um,
right. Yeah.
what is this guy's name? I have it in my notes. I know
Starts
what
with an
to do.
M. The last name does.
Mardikov.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
I was trying to think of the names of the Irwin. It was under
Yeah.
Blue Water Inn. Irwin owns the place. I was just like,
Right. And then this symbol I got here, it's the symbol of Ravenkind, and it's anti-vampire, but Strahd lives in Ravenloft.
yes, I was trying to say that there may be no real discernment. That it may be down to the individual bird.
I eye the raven near us.
Squawks 3 times at you.
You're cool, right, bird?
Squawks once.
Yeah, see, he's cool.
Just flaps his wings and flies away.
I'm watching you. I'm not actually watch. I can't actually watch him. Well, if on the chance that Strahd is tracking us with this little doohad, we'll just have that fight a little earlier than usual. Maybe he'll send Rod in. I could. It'll be fine.
I'm not sure that Strahd would really need such a trinket to watch us. Yeah, I'm sure his agents are everywhere in his realm.
As you're thinking about that, Arium, you realize that your brand of castigation is giving you no direction.
Well, it was only a matter of time. That name.
Wait, what did you just say?
I had kept the name of whoever I had used brand of castigation on.
Oh, okay.
Let me just remove that name.
Okay.
We continue on our way.
It's just this way. You follow the trail that hugs the river that Victor identifies as the Luna for several miles. The dirt and grass soon turn to marsh as the trail dissolves into spongy earth that is pockmarked with stands of tall reeds and pools of stinking, stagnant water. A thick shroud of fog covers the vast majority of the space and obstructs even the sight lines of these little rugged brushes that you are passing. Scattered throughout the marsh, you see old peasant cottages, their walls covered in black mildew and their roofs mostly caved in. The decrepit dwellings seem to hunker down in the mire as though they have long since given up on escaping the thick mud. Everywhere you look, there are black clouds of flies darting about, hungry for blood. The fog is much thinner on the far side of the river, where you see light flashing amid a dark ring of standing stones. Let's see. As you approach on the road the ruined cottages, you see a short stretch of dirt road that has remained mostly intact, cutting through most of what remains standing. I think it's time for a map. Da, gov. Do, 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 do. Oh, this is fascinating. All right. Just need to get your friends on here and turn on the daylight since you are here in day. It says daylight is on. Can you guys see?
Yeah, we can see everything.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so it was just fucking with me then. Got it. Let's see. And I think you guys are scaled kind of big. I don't know that I want. Don't know that I want this. We'll keep you on the map for now, but that might change if. Yeah. And you and there we go. Towards the south end of the village, there's the remains of a mansion that has been built on higher ground. It has been reduced to piles of stone and rotting timber that you can see. There are empty arched windows staring out at you from even this far. You have, as I said, as you're coming into the town, there is this path that you are walking, the stretch of rotted buildings, this abandoned manor. Where would you like to go?
We start with the buildings closest and just check everything before making our way to the manor at the back. I assume this is the manor.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I have looked at the legend, and we have 1 square is 100 feet, so we don't technically need your tokens on here,
Yeah,
but
oh my goodness, yeah.
Floof, you're enormous. Magnificent.
But Floof is probably the closest inside.
Mm-hmm.
We split. Some of us check these 3 buildings here on the right, or do we want to? Perhaps we should stay together. Never mind.
Do you want to head that way first?
Yeah, I think why don't we go around and
Do the
check,
3 on the
check out these things first, and we can loop back.
All right. Each of these cottages is separated by low stone walls, and following the path, you see little trails that lead towards the house themselves. As you approach, you smell the fungal rot of thatch that has been sodden and now has growth within it. Um, you also can see broken windows, unhinged doors. Peering inside, you can see the remains of rotting furnishings, tables, and chairs that have broken with age and are waterlogged and sad.
furniture, lots of nothingness. Perhaps a more thorough check. Bust out the magnifying.
Okay.
Just sort of very carefully move stuff aside, try to make sure that I am not endangering anything, and just give it a once over.
Okay. I'm assuming you're shooting for an investigation check, right?
Yeah, I was asking.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just kind of expecting you to. My bad. Yeah. Just shit. um. As you are walking in, Some of the wooden floors have rotted away entirely to just the dirt underneath. There's no cellars in these buildings. Um, you do see as you are coming in, pulling out the magnifying glass, before you get in too far, you very quickly personally notice and identify some very dangerous, non-magical, but absolutely like toxic molds
Mm.
that are growing in some of the deeper, darker, danker corners of the buildings. Um, and know pretty quickly going within puts you and others at risk.
We stay out here. The building would not be safe. If I look for those same hazards in the next two buildings, are they easily spottable?
I'll say with your natural 20, they're pretty like you can see that like there are while it's not like cultivated or anything, these have grown up
Yeah,
naturally.
just yeah.
Yeah. And are kind of everywhere.
No immediately visible bodies, at least. So that's a plus. I don't.
Is that better?
Well, I mean, yes, because then we don't have to investigate what happened. We don't have to worry. We don't have to go in there. I was just thinking that with these places seemingly more abandoned than um, conquered, raised, whatever far more violent term you might apply, we can be sure that, well, we can be more sure at least that whoever was here would have taken anything of use with them.
She nods. Where are you headed next?
Um,
Hold on, let me move some things that I. Oh, okay, great. All right, you're just headed towards that little thing in the middle.
oh,
Okay. You see, as you are approaching, the extending roots of a gigantic tree. Um, and the stump of it, somehow either hewn or struck down in some way, stands maybe 20 feet tall with a ramshackle wooden hut carved and built onto the top of this stump. There are the rotting roots thrusting up from the mire. They almost look like appendages or legs of a giant spider. There is an open doorway visible on one side of the hut, beneath which floats the upside down, hollowed out skull of very apparently a giant. Flanking the hut's doorway are two iron cages that dangle like hideous ornaments from the eaves. Scores of ravens are trapped within each of these cages. They are loud, fluttering, squawking, calling as you get closer.
When you say door, how big a door are we talking? Like
A
or a
5-foot door.
regular? Okay.
Yeah, it's very cottage in scale. The tree itself is just obviously huge since the cottage is at least 15 feet wide. Wonder if
I
I've got
feel
art for this somewhere.
I must admit, I feel somewhat compelled to release those birds, but
Oh no, those birds are getting out of those cages. And I pull out
okay,
my thieves' tools.
it's not just me then. But I'm not sure if someone is home.
Maybe you can only see her at nighttime.
You know what they say, night time's the right time.
Who says that again?
Wait, you don't say that? Where did I pick that up from then? All right.
I should we call out? See if perhaps there's someone home now?
Mm,
Would you prefer to make your way up there quietly?
yeah, I think I might try and sneak my way up there and see if I can't unlock one of these cages. I don't think I want to announce that we're here and then say, "Hey, do you mind if I let all your ravens go?"
Right, we will. I will speak for myself. I will be nearby should something go wrong.
Oh, what could possibly go wrong? He said as he tries to sneak up onto the porch to let these
When you
ravens
get up
go.
there, make sure to knock. Oh wait, no, that would
Yeah.
alert again. Oh
I'm
damn.
I'll cast greater invisibility on you before you go.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
My hands. What happened to my hand? Oh, thanks, brother.
All right. Why don't you make me a stealth check at advantage?
Hmm.
What the fuck? All right. Under the cover of the sound of agitated birds, um, you are able to climb up these spindly roots and to the cages itself. And now you want to try to pick the locks, is that right?
Yep, that's correct.
Yep. Okay. That would be a thieves' tools check.
Yeah.
All right. You can tell that this lock is it's a very simple and like kind of rusted lock. When it springs, like a little bit of magical energy is sort of released.
Hmm.
You just barely get this thing open, and once the cage is open, the ravens fly out in a flurry. That's one cage.
Yeah, I'll go to the second one.
Okay, that's another thieves' tools check.
I will absolutely use an inspiration on that
Okay.
because I'm a crazy person.
Well, just as before, you are able to pull that one free, and all of those captured creatures are released.
All right, I will shimmy down and back to my friends
Okay.
and just announce, all right, now what?
Well done. Well done.
Thank you. I as dumb as it sounds, I did make a promise to that raven on the road that I'd look out for the ravens, and I feel like I fulfilled my obligation.
I'm
Still
sure
got to
your
take care of this
efforts-
thing. And I tap the bag that has the raven's claw in it.
I'm sure your efforts have not gone unnoticed.
Almost, almost at that beckon. The open door of the hut is darkened by a figure. A very thin, narrow-shouldered creature, elbows sort of jutting out to either side, hunched, wrinkled, wearing heavy, sodden clothing, and hair piled into a nest on her head. A creature with a wicked face looks around, sees the empty cages, and then sees the four of you. Well, greater invisibility only lasts a minute, is that right?
Yeah.
5. And she says, I don't know what sort of foolish nature you would have to free my prisoners. But I assure you, you have made a very foolish mistake. What would bring such abominable creatures into Berets on such a damp morning?
Oh, I'm afraid you got it all wrong. We're just traveling by and saw this massive swarm of ravens flying from this direction. So we figured there must be some sort of trouble. We thought we'd check it out.
Do not make such foolish choices as to deceive me.
I don't mean to be rude, but who are you? I am Ariam Kashai. You are,
Yeslaga.
and if I may ask, why were the birds your prisoners?
They are the eyes of enemies of my son.
Would be
I was the midwife in Castle Ravenloft, and Master Zarovich, the reigning lord, is like my own blood. The keepers of the feather are fools who spy against him, and I will not have it any longer.
Is that why they call it Ravenloft?
She hisses and spits.
Oh, sorry.
If you are the midwife that brought the lord of this realm into the world, why is it that you are perched here instead of in the castle?
The rotten woman who bore him, Ravenovia, cast me out for the protections I was offering to her only son when he was just an infant. Mother Night offered power to me, to the blood of Zarovich, and she was foolish enough to deny it.
You
I
were
work my power
supplanted.
in behalf of the house from here.
You were supplanted in Ravenloft by the pack of werewolves to the north, by their leader. Did I misunderstand you?
The queen, Ravenovia, the woman who bore Strahd. She threw me from the castle after I offered my protection, my blood, my soul to keep the infant safe.
Sounds
Surely,
like Strahd's mother had a uh, proper noggin on her head.
surely she is no more. Strahd has ruled these lands for centuries. Why not go back to him?
He has not requested my presence, and I respect his command, unlike other fetid creatures of this realm. My sisters do him service here, there, and through Brovia.
When she said here and there, was she like gesturing somewhere, or was she just
Referring to
being
like
generic?
where you are now, and Castle Ravenloft.
Got it.
Mhm.
If you delivered him so many years ago, then you have certainly seen his descent into his current state from once noble ruler to the thing that he is now. Um,
An immortal.
yes, who survives by preying upon his serfs. That's not the right word.
Constituents.
It's yeah. Subjects is the word I'm looking for. He survives by preying on his subjects. Um, Surely you cannot believe that, given the centuries he has had to fall, that you believe he is still the child you delivered.
The same blessings Mother Night offered me in his infancy have shielded him in the centuries that have passed. She grins, and the glint of her teeth nearly mirror the pale fragments of raven skulls and bones that are stitched into her robes. I have done my will. I have done my work. You foreign youths, you've come to Brace. Free my prisoners. And what? You ask for bargain? For trade? Or something foolish?
To be fair, we were unaware that you were here up until the moment we arrived. We certainly did not attempt to seek you out.
Only those who wish to join the coven travel to these lands. You have already tested my patience with your insolent remarks. And her hand catches one of the swaying cages. And the loss of the stuffing for my scarecrows. Who would be wise to leave this place now? What are you guys doing?
Would seem that we are at an impasse then, because for us to return to our home, the mists must come down. And we have seen that there is no way for that to happen while Strahd lives. And given his treatment of subjects in this realm, that is already on our to-do list, as it were. This is... Oh my god, chronic. Just getting the trident already. Perhaps, however, if you are as close to him as you claim to be, you could convince him to lower the mists and let those who would be interested in leaving do so. I, however, do not maintain significant hope that you will be able to accomplish this, but if you can...
She grins once again. Mother Night has offered me life eternal through the blood of the cattle of this world. If Master Zarovich sees that his subjects are his passage into immortality, I will not deny him. I think that is going to be the initiation of combat. And I think that is also going to be the place where we finish our session for tonight.